didn't notice that it's actually. I mean, that's good. Bogi.
It's really sad. I'm sorry, but my phone is standing on my laptop, so.
I think Sara had enough hate for this guy. she was like, hate coming from the nose, eyes, ears, every kind of noise coming from you. I don't know.
From me?
I don't know.
I can
From
hear the
one
noise
of you.
too.
Tere Eesti and hello Eurovision fans. We are TheDouzePointe, the channel that awards you 12 points. Today I'm joined by
Bogi from Romania.
Sara from Italy.
and I'm Kaan from Germany. Today we have some exciting news from the Baltic nation of Estonia, although we are now in junior Eurovision season. They announced their lineup for the Eesti Laul 2021, and today we are here to react to this lineup. In this year's lineup, we have some returnees and also some debuting artists. But first of all, I would like to mention the artist whose spot has already been reserved for this year's lineup. So I'm talking about Uku Suviste, the last year's representative of Estonia, with the song What Love Is.
Never imagine the power. I never imagined the need. I never imagined what love is. Now love is all I dream. How wonderful was the awakening.
As you know, the contest was cancelled due to coronavirus pandemic, so he didn't get to perform in Rotterdam. But this year he's competing for the third time, I think, in Eesti Laul to represent Estonia finally. Some artists from last year have actually announced that they won't be taking part in this year's national final in their countries. For example, Ulrike from Norway and Ben and Ten from Denmark. But Uku is taking his chance actually. So yeah, we even may see him in May 2021 in Rotterdam. I would like to ask you actually, guys, just a short opinion. What do you think about Uku and his song last year?
I'll let Sara first.
It was my last place. I didn't like
Same.
the song at all. I'm sorry,
Okay,
but he's a good guy. Is good looking. Is a good voice. He has a good voice, but the song was a little bit cheesy. I didn't really like it at all.
That was a really short and clear opinion, actually. It sums up really well.
I have nothing more to say, but
I mean, he's a great performer. He has a lot of experience. I think he's like 36 or 37 years old, so he has been on stages for a long time now. I think that was What Love Is was like your typical nostalgic, and I'm being optimistic saying nostalgic, because like it's actually kind of dated. Like it was your dated Eurovision ballad, and the chorus was actually quite catchy. I mean, chorus was the best part for me. I think this song, didn't really function for me. And also in the songs that the word love is put in the center and is also like used repeatedly, it adds a lot of cheesiness to the song. And the title "What Love Is" didn't really help him. This year's song is actually called "The Lucky One," so we don't have the word love in the title. This title is not actually giving me 100% power ballad vibes, so it could be also a poppy song a little bit. But what we know about the song also is that Sharon from Dream Team is behind the song. She was also included last year, and she's like the woman who also like was included in the writing process of Supergirl and Scream. So they have some really respectable songs at Eurovision. But all in all, I must say I'm not really excited for his entry, although I think that he will probably be the winner of the selection because he has a lot of fan base, a huge fan base in Estonia. He won over the massive fan favorite Jakub Tuisk last year with a beautiful lie, with a voting of 68%, I think. A huge margin is like we're talking about a huge margin. So yeah, I think he has some chances this year.
I mean, he's gonna compete against a lot of veterans. Speaking of veterans, we also have Yuri from 2016 that's gonna compete this year again, and I guess he's gonna have his redemption because in 2016 he finished on that last place on his semifinal. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys know, but he is a product of Pop Idol, if you know the show.
Yeah.
And that show produces a lot of Estonian singers. If you that participated in the past in Eurovision, for example, Birgit Oigemel won the first season, and then on third season we had Otle Pland as winner, and the fourth place was Geteriani from 2011. So yeah, a lot of great names from this show. I mean, we at this point we don't know anything about the songs, but I guess he's gonna take a revenge this year, and I guess he's gonna give Uku some hard times at winning this. For the Eurovision fans, he's only known for one song, "Play" from 2016, which was in English, but actually he has a lot of songs in Estonian, and this year he's gonna participate with a song in Estonian called "Magus Melancholia," Sweet Melancholy. So yeah, I guess based on the title, that's gonna be a ballad, but knowing him as an artist, it's gonna be a modern type of ballad.
Also, he's like a meme, you know, a true Eurovision meme, and fans will remember him with his serial killer vibes. Yeah, so these were the first two returnees. Now we're going back in time, and the oldest returnee of this year, Ivo Lina. And Sara, what do you have? What do you have about Ivo?
Yeah, we talked about a young artist, but here we talked about a veteran, a senior, because Ivo Lina is an old man, a senior, and he's quite famous in Estonia. And he will sing with his son Robert Lina. They're all musicians in the family. I mean, Ivo Lina, Robert Lina, and also the mother, Rit Lina, are all singers. So it's a family who grow up with music. And Ivo Lina also participated in Eurovision in 1996. And he gained a fifth place, so respectable place, and with a ballad, soft, smooth, and very 90s song. He also, I think that it sounds a little bit Italian to me, this name. I think that they have some Italian origin. And Ivo Lina also recorded a song by Fred Buscaglione. I found that he sang this song called Buonasera. I know this song, and he sings like Buonasera, signorina, buonasera. But it's in Estonian. It's in Estonian, but these words are in Italian. So I was surprised to find that this cover. So he knows how he's a real musician, a real singer. A video on YouTube where Robert sings with his mother, Lina, and they're singing the Estonian version of "You're the One That I Want." You're the one that I want.
Oh yeah.
And okay. And I think that this Robert is not. I mean, he's trying to follow his father's footsteps, but I think it's not so good. I mean, I heard this version with his mother. He was out of tune many times, and his voice was not so catchy. So I don't know what they will bring in the contest. I think that they will bring something uh, traditional. The song is called Maol and Sin. I don't know how it is pronounced. That he means I'm here. I think that it will be a sort of ballad, a conversation between the son and his father. Well, your father may be a good singer, a famous singer, but it doesn't mean that you will be the same. Maybe I'm a little bit rude, but
I think we had this kind of duo in the Maltese national final a couple of years ago, and they were. I think the song was called "A Song for Dad" or something like that, and it finished actually second. Like maybe people love this kind of chemistry between dad and son. I mean, that will definitely be an act that we'll have our eyes on. So yeah, I
well,
think
we
yeah.
yeah, of course we have to listen to the song, and I think that it will depend on which people will vote. I mean, maybe the young people may vote for someone like Edgert or Uku, and maybe their fathers, their mother may vote for Ivolina, for example. So I don't know.
That's
We will see.
actually quite an interesting topic, and good that you mentioned that, because like in some countries we had that issue in Germany in 2019, I think. Like yeah, a lot of
Sisters.
people were complaining about the fact that the Ellie Ryan, who was a massive fan favorite, got only 7 points from the televoting. I mean, this was really unpredictable because, like, I even myself voted 4 times for her. But the thing is, the people watching the television are like seniors, like old people. So, I mean, they have a really different music taste than the young generation, and this actually plays an important role about the chosen act.
So
Yeah, after we had lots of enthusiasm from Sara, I think it's time to move on to another veteran and a true one actually, because like he represented the country twice. The first time in 1998, and the latest one we all know that's very well in 2017, Koi Tome with Laura. What do you think about Verona, guys? I think as an Italian Sara, I think you should have a special bond with the song. What do you think about it?
well, Verona is not my city, the city where I live or where I was born, but I know Verona is a beautiful city, but I don't like the song. So
No, it was
Really?
no,
one of my it was one of my least favorite from that year, from 2017.
OMG, because like I really love that song, and it's just one of the biggest crimes of Eurovision ever. I mean, they just missed the final in a very undeserved way, let's say, because like Laura had a mic issue at
Yeah.
right at the beginning of the performance, and then their motivation went low, and mentally they were not on the stage actually. Yeah, so in the end they didn't qualify, which is so sad because I really like I even now I listen to Verona. Some people find it really dated, and
It is quintessential Eurovision, maybe.
yeah, I think although I love Verona so much, I really excited about Koi Thomas' song. Not really, because the song title is "We Could Have Been Beautiful," and it sounds like a typical Eurovision ballad once again. And I would like to see some new faces and new energies from Estonia at Eurovision.
I mean, I have another veteran that we still didn't talk about it yet, and it's about Tanya. We just like Goit, which he participated in the past, like in the 90s, I guess. She's also not new to the Eurovision stage. The first time she participated in it was not Eesti Laul, it was Laul, the
Yeah.
selection the Estonia had in the past. The first time she participated was in 2002, so she's a veteran as well to Eurovision. And also um, she managed to represent Estonia in 2014.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, she didn't pass in the final. She didn't qualify. I was personally a big fan of her song. She was in a like a member of a lot of bands in Estonia, and she participated back then with a band called Nightlight Duo. So she
Hmm.
participated first in 2002, and then a year afterwards, she finished on the fourth place. She managed to get the Estonian ticket in 2014, but unfortunately, she didn't qualify in the final.
Hmm.
I mean, I just want to hear from you. Did you like that song? It was a personal favorite of mine, so yeah.
I thought it would definitely qualify, but I think the problem was the staging. I mean, the
Yeah,
stage in
it was too
Copenhagen
empty.
was, yes, it was huge, and there were like only two people dancing on stage, but that performance felt a little bit empty, as you said, and she was also breathless from time to time, and she was supported by the backing vocals when she was like
The
turning in the
choreography was
air, and
way too
I mean,
complex.
yeah, it didn't help her to like show her some vocal skills, because I'm sure she's so talented. Also, like it's also not that easy to dance and sing at the same time. So she managed to put a, I mean, quite solid performance in the end. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, yeah.
Sara, what about you?
Well, I didn't like that song. I mean, I like when the part when the dancer grabbed her with the from the feet, like
Yeah,
that
yeah,
part. That
yeah.
was hilarious, but well, I didn't like it, and I agree with you, Kaan, when you said that dancing and singing at the same time is never easy because.
Or YouTube fans or future YouTube fans that Sara is a sweetheart, but in this video she just decided to trash everyone.
I
Well, yeah.
take it as a compliment.
So, I think these were the
Yes.
ones that competed in Eurovision
Yeah.
already. So we have some returnees to Eesti Laul, and we're going to mention some of them like really shortly. I would like to begin with Nika Marula. Um, she competed first in Eesti Laul 2018 and with the song Knock Knock, and she was actually a big fan favorite at that time before the live shows. But Elina Nechayeva was a queen and she won in the end. Like that track was epic. But Nika's song was actually like quite fine. I mean, I enjoyed it a lot. But the live performance really didn't help to elevate it because it had some rapping parts, borderline talking, and I couldn't connect with that part at all. Also, she came across as a bit nervous and cold. So, yeah, although like the broadcaster had a lot of trust and faith in her, she managed to finish only ninth in the grand final out of 10 acts. So, also this year's song is called "Calm Down." So I think it'll be another upbeat song. Um, Other than that, we know that her song was co-written by Andrei Zavakin, who also participates this year as as a songwriter, but also he's included in the name of the act as well. But it's not his first time. He also took part in 2019 and wrote the song "Hold Me Close." By the way, he's not a singer actually, but he's a song producer and music producer, songwriter, and a YouTuber. Interestingly, so what interesting acts do you have for us guys from the lineup?
I want to talk about Carl Killing. He participated in the 2018 edition of Eesti Laul, and also I want to mention another name, and my memory just failed. Oh my god, no. Which one was that? Cici. I want to talk about Cici.
Yeah.
Because Cici, she participated in 2019 and she actually managed to reach the final. And unfortunately, she finished on the fourth place. And we know that Eesti Laul has the super final with only 3 songs. So yeah.
By the way, you know that she's the daughter of Dave Benton, who won the contest for Estonia.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah, in 2001, I think.
Yeah. Hmm.
I think that we need to mention also Ejert Milder. I think that
Hmm.
he's one of the strongest participants this year. And he also he participated also in the national final in 2019 with the song Georgia on My Mind.
Hmm.
And it was not a cover, of course, of the famous Georgia on My Mind, but the song was really was pretty cool, but maybe a little bit forgettable. This year he came back with the song Free Again, and I have to say that I really like him. I mean, I really like his style. He reminds me a little bit of the English style, singer songwriter English style. He reminds me a little bit of George Ezra,
Hmm.
who sang the song Budapest, who was a bop years ago. And I like his folk and indie style. I mean, he may sound a little bit classic, a little bit
Hmm.
standard as a singer, but he has a very folk and indie style, and he created very original song. I heard, for example, the song that he released last September, "Your Green is Better," and
Yeah.
I really liked that song immediately. I mean, as soon as I heard it, I really like it because of it sounds very popping, very
Hmm.
pop, but a good pop, a high quality pop. It's not cheapy, and it sounds really good. And I like his vocals, I like his style. He's a calm style, but at the same time, is not forgettable. So I think that he's one to contend the winning. I mean, he could win, and I think that he would be a good thing for Estonia because he's a good singer. He has much to do, much to give. So
Other than besides these acts, we have someone from originally from Mauritius in the lineup. Hans Neina is from Mauritius, and he will sing one by one. So that is one of the most interesting acts for me. We have Kea. What do you think about Kea?
Kia, the first time she participated in Eesti Laul was in 2016, and she had this kind of generic American pop song. She failed to represent Estonia, but I mean, she got a new shot. So
Mhm.
her song is gonna be, it's called Hypnotized. So yeah, I
Mhm.
guess it's gonna be on the same like genre.
I
It's gonna
agree.
be
Yeah.
pop. Yeah, we also have Tuli Rand that participated in 2013.
Mhm.
She was just a semi-finalist. She didn't manage to like reach the finals.
Okay.
So
I thought for a
we
second.
have her compete now. In this year, this is all I got about her. She's not like that kind of famous, I guess.
Also, to mention the remaining artists in the lineup, we have Alabama Watchdog and Gram of Fun. They will sing Lost in a Dance. We have Helen with Ni Korgele. We have Heleza singing Six. Kadri Vorant with Energy. Christine Kalnapeng with Find a Way. Rahel singing Sunday Night, Redel singing Tartu. I think it's a city name, Tartu, right?
Yeah, yeah, one of
It's
the
like a
biggest
big
cities
city in it.
in
Yeah,
Estonia.
yeah. And other that we have Suret Tutku. Oh my God, Tutrukut.
Turukud.
And oh, interestingly, their song is written
Uku.
by Koi Tome and Carl Killing. I mean, they're all both are competing this year as well, and they have collaborated on the song. Heaven's Not That Far Tonight. Maybe it is.
We have a double ganger too. We have another Uku.
Yeah, Uku Has
Yeah.
singing Chaos. And lastly, we have Viralt singing Tuulet. Yeah, so these were the participants basically that will compete to get the ticket to Rotterdam. So in this year's lineup, we have Uku Suviste, who would have represented Estonia last year in Rotterdam with the song What Love Is. This year, he's singing the song The Lucky One, and we'll see if he's the lucky one to go to Rotterdam in 2021. Do you guys want to add something else lastly? Are you excited about Eesti Laul, or is it like one of your favorites national finals, or is it just
Yeah, I mean, I want to add, for a country that has barely 1 million inhabitants, Eesti Laul is producing a lot of good quality songs. So I cannot wait to see this year's edition. The first time I watched it was in 2015 with Stig Rasta, and Elina Borg.
Yeah.
That every year they have good songs. I mean, I was never disappointed in their national selection.
Oh, I actually quite disagree with this. I think in the last couple of years, the quality of Eesti Laul has gone a bit down.
You know what happened? The production went like this, but the quality of the songs went like this.
Yeah,
so we have Melody Festival and kind of shows, but with songs from Moldova, something like that.
I definitely agree, because like the last couple of years, so I mean, for example, last year I didn't even have a favorite song. I mean, Beautiful Lie was a big fan favorite, as we said.
I like Beautiful Lie.
But I mean, it was like arcade wannabe and Billie Eilish wannabe. It was too artsy, and I mean, I couldn't connect with it. I just want to add, I'm missing some people in this year's lineup actually, who are like rocks. Exactly, Sandra Nurmsalu. I'm really looking forward to her to going to Eurovision one day.
Come back, girl.
Exactly, after 2009, I mean, she and her group qualified iconically for Estonia after lots of unsuccessful results. And also, I'm missing Stefan. He first participated with the group Vaje. They sang Laura, and they finished actually second. But then he decided to went solo. Other than that, I'm missing Jennifer Cohen and Rasmus Rentve. And Sara, do you want to add something else?
About Eesti Laul, okay, I have to say that Estonia is not in my radar. I mean, I didn't watch, for example, the national final.
Yes.
I'm afraid to answer if you do so. I mean, I want to say. I mean, Estonia is not in my radar. I didn't watch last year national final, but I think that this year, the next year, all the national final will be very strong, because I think that every country will give their best. So I think that Eesti Laul deserves to be watched this year, because I think that there are some interesting acts, and that's it. We will see.
It was the first time you said something nice.
So yeah, that was our live chat about this year's Eesti Laul lineup. If you like this chat, you can subscribe to our channel, because we are new to YouTube and we need your support and motivation. We've actually been on Instagram for quite a long time actually, and you may be a follower as well. So we transferred live chats from Instagram to YouTube. We'll have also some interviews on Instagram. So follow us on both platforms on our social media accounts, and subscribe to our channel. It's weird to say this, because like this is an iconic YouTuber sentence and we're finally saying it. Yeah, so subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, hit that like button, smash it. And other than that, 12 points go to you.